students. In history's first chapter, which was Renaissance in Europe and Development of Science, we discuss further points. We talk about European Crusades and its consequences, as well as we had talked about Renaissance period in Europe. We discuss about development of science and scientific inventions in different fields. We talk about geographic discoveries and explorers, and in the last we discuss about the industrial revolution and the economic nationalism. When we discuss industrial revolution, so that time we had seen, because of the industrial revolution, what happened. Production had been increased, and when the production had been increased, so that time there was a necessity to sell this surplus products to another country, and through this the new concept had been arised, and that was colonialism. So in our second chapter of history, the name of the chapter is European colonialism. So in this chapter we are going to talk about the colonialism, its meaning and nature, colonialism, its causes, its consequences, as well as European colonialism, which was there in America, Australia, Asia, Africa, and New Zealand. Good morning, students. Okay, so the first thing is that what is this colonialism? See the word colonialism. The Latin word is colonia, C O L O N I A. Colonia means settlement on a foreign soil. So colonialism means when you get settled on a foreign soil, means it's not your own, it's not belongs to you. So the colonialism is the policy or practice of acquiring full or partial political control over another country, occupying it with settlers and exploiting it economically. So the colonialism means when the people they acquired, when they conquer or control over the another country, and what is their aim? To occupy that place and to exploit its economy, to harm its economy, because they want to rule on that land. So colonialism is control by one nation over an area and the people outside its own territory. Now here see, here you can get two terms. One is colonizer and second is colony. A nation that controls another nation is called colonizer. Means the nation which is going to conquer the another nation, that nation is going to call as colonizer. And a nation that is controlled by another nation is called as the colony. So colonialism is the part of imperialism. Now colonialism, it is the act of a developed nation occupying the land of a less developed distant nation and establishing their rule on the occupied country. So here are the countries like England, France, Portugal, Spain, etc. They gradually occupied the nations in Asia, Africa, and established their colonies there. India was one of the colonies of England. Means what? Colonies means what? we got control by somebody. So we got control by England. So England was the colonizer and India was the colony. So I hope that it is clear up to this. Is that what is this colonialism? So what happened because of the colonialism? It gives rise to the political economic slavery. Not only this, but it also causes the psychological slavery. So the country which is colonizer is going to control the another country which is colony, and the racial attitude of the colonialist countries and the subsequent treatment given to the native people create the sort inferiority complex in their mind. So the another country is going to rule on the people. So that's why, because of that, what is going to be happen? It is going to create the inferiority complex in the people's mind. They develop an apologetic outlook for their own culture and history. The British Empire encompassed the continents of Asia, Africa, America, and Australia. Students, in the last chapter, we had seen that the Europeans, they started with their journey and their aims were different. Means they wanted to urge for the adventure, they wanted to earn the name, as well as they were discovering for the new land, to search for the gold mines and so on. So what happened? Because of this all Europeans, they reach all over the countries and they started to compete with each other, and wherever they went, they started to settle down their colonies on that land. And from that point, the competition was started. That was the economical competition, social competition, as well as the political. Extreme nationalism, feeling of the racial superiority, industrialization, aggressive approach, etc., are some of the factors that led to the growth of the colonialism. Now, this European, they went to New Zealand, Australia, America, as well as the Asia, and wherever they found the climate favorable, there they started to settle down. Now, in Asia, the climate was not very much favorable for them. Despite that, they started to settle down in Asian land also. And these Europeans needed to capture the newer marketplace because they wanted to sell their surplus goods. I already told that because of the industrial revolution, what happened, there was the extra material production, and now they wanted to sell that production. So wherever they got space, wherever they got land, they started to sell their material, and which were increasingly accumulating as a result of the mass production caused by the industrial revolution. This was only because of the industrial revolution. Beside that, they also needed the additional sources that would provide the ample raw material. And when they want this raw material, so that time what they had done, they captured this raw material from the colony and they brought that material to their place. Means from the colonies they used raw material and they provided that raw material to their country for the surplus production. In the 19th century, England had built a very flourishing trade as a result of the Industrial Revolution. The British, with the help of their naval force, had established supremacy in the Asian and the African country. Now, what happened when they started to sell this surplus production? So, they got profits. Investing surplus profits, increasing trade with the colonies for the good investment, profit on the investment. This was an unending chain, and this became the chain. So, they started to produce the surplus material and then to sell that, then invest profit, and this chain was got repeatedly happened. So this was an unending chain. Students, in the last chapter, next point is causes of the rise of colonialism. So, what are the causes of this colonialism? What are the reasons for this colonialism? Colonialism means what? Settlement on a foreign soil to conquer the foreign land. Okay, now what were the reasons for this? So many reasons were there behind that. Example, industrial consequences, requirements of raw material, investing surplus capital, sources of minerals, the felling of the racial superiority, as well as the sources of minerals. Next point is causes of the rise of colonialism. So, what are the causes of this colonialism? What are the reasons for this colonialism? Colonialism means what? Settlement on a foreign soil to conquer the foreign land. Okay, now what were the reasons for this? So many reasons were there behind that. Example, industrial consequences, requirements of raw material, investing surplus capital, sources of minerals, the felling of the racial superiority, as well as the sources of minerals and the geographical importance. So one by one we are going to see. The first will check the industrial consequences. Mainly we have seen that the colonialism was the result of the industrial revolution. In industrial revolution, what happened? The European, they started to produce the surplus material, and now they wanted to sell that because they had surplus, they had extra material, and for that reason they wanted new marketplace. So they started to search for the new marketplaces for selling their products, and it was also necessary that those marketplaces should be dependable and easy to dominate, and they started to search the new market, and when they found that, so that time they started to dominated on that places. So this was the main reason. The industrial revolution, it was the main reason for the colonialism. Mainly we have seen that Next, it was the requirements of the raw material. Okay, now when they started to produce this material or the surplus production, so that time they needed raw material. Now what they had done, they started to collect this raw material from the colony, and it was necessary to maintain the low cost of the production because they wanted to compete with the another nation, and the desire to create the monopoly in the market, that was the main aim of this European countries. So they wanted this raw material at the cheaper rates, and they found that in the colonies. So because of that, what happened, they searched everywhere, and wherever they found the raw material, so that time they just conquer that land, they got settled down over there, they brought that raw material to their country, and they started to make the surplus production, the material from this raw material, by using this raw material, and this raw material they got in very less price. So that was beneficial for them because whatever the material they brought, that was cheaper, and the production had more rate. So that was the beneficial for this European country. Next is investing the surplus capital. Now this industrialists, they wanted to invest their wealth at the secure place, and because of this industrial revolution, what happened, it was already added to the wealth of the European capitalist, and they started to search for the secure market where they could invest their surplus fund. So the market in the less developed countries were quite secure from this point of view. Thus, the availability of the surplus capital facilitated the rise of the colonialism. So this capitalists, they wanted to invest their fund to the market, and they started to find the secure place for their investment, and this became the cause for the rise of the colonialism. Sources of minerals. Now we are very well known that in our countries so many minerals are available in abundant. Okay, so when these Europeans, they got confirmed that in Asia and Africa the minerals are available in abundant, like the gold, diamond, silver, coal mines were there, so that time they got attracted towards this countries, toward this continent. So this attracted the European merchants, and they came to Asia and Africa. They want these minerals from our country, and from that the colonialism established. The next was the geographical importance. We know that our geographical condition is also favorable for different types of the trade. So because of this, what happened, this capitalist, when they came here, so that time they got settled over here, they found that in Asia and Africa the advantageous geographical condition is there for the trade, and they found some of the region like Singapore, Andaman and Nicobar were perfect for the trade, and they started to establish their hold on this place, and that was one of the reason for the colonialism. So geographical condition was also good in Asia and Africa. The minerals were available in abundant, and all these were the reason for the colonialism. European industrialists now they needed the large number of laborers for their production, and these laborers they got in colonies at a very cheap rate because the industrial revolution it was there in European countries only, and in the rest other part of the world still there was the recession in market. So the people they didn't have any work, the people they were very poor, they were not developed countries, and that's why when this European came to their country and they asked for the laborers, so that time the colonies they had given these laborers to this European at a very cheap rate, and the colonies fulfilled this need, and afterwards it contributed to the boom in the slave trade because this European they started to harass these laborers. They made slave to these laborers, and they just exploited, these laborers were exploited by these Europeans. And last one it was the feeling of the racial superiority. The European colonialists claimed that it to be their responsibility to civilize the people in Asia and Africa. This assumed role of the European resulted in the conversion of many Asian African people to the Christianity. Now these people they found themselves racially superior. So they felt that we could lead on the world because we are superior by the color. They were white, and they declare in Asia they declare to the people that we have this authority to rule on the world, and so many people from the Asia and Africa they got converted into the Christianity. This also helped the growth of the colonialism. Consequences, this part is very important student. Consequences means the effect. Now the industrialist European people they were happy because they had the surplus amount, they had the surplus material, they got the new market for selling their surplus products, as well as they got the labor in a cheap rate, they got raw material in an abundant amount, they got the minerals, they conquered the places, they started to rule over the country. But what about the common people, especially from the Asia and the Africa? So these people they were economically exploited by the Europeans, and these people they were not happy. They lost their freedom somewhere. They wanted to raise their voice, they wanted to come out from this exploitation, and their economic exploitation put them into the poverty. The people from the Asia and Africa they became more poor, and the European countries they developed themselves. At the same time, we may also note some contrastive things that happened during the colonial period, like a new awareness emerged in the political, social, economic, and the educational field. The common people became the conscious of the democratic system. Now the people they got that point that yes, this is the right point that where we should raise our voice. This is the time where we should raise our voice because these Europeans they are just exploiting us economically. The people they were not satisfied, mentally, psychologically the people they were not satisfied, and that time they found that time they thought that the democratic system is very important, and they asked for this system. Its inherent modern values like the liberty, equality, and the fraternity. They wanted liberty, they want freedom, they want equality, because in previous point we had seen that this European colonists, they just prove themselves racial superior. Okay, so here the people, they wanted that the people, the Europeans especially, they should not judge us by our race. All the peoples should be equally treated, they need fraternity. And they got introduced to the principle like the administration based on the fundamental legal system, judicial system, availability of the education to all. People became aware of the need to the shoulder the responsibility of solving their problems, which eventually led to the independence movement in many colonies. Okay, now these people, they only was the reason for their problem. So they understood that we should take the responsibility for our problems. We are only the person who can solve our problem, nobody is going to solve. So they, that was the need to take the responsibility on their shoulder to solving their problems. And for from that point the independence movements came into existence. The people, they thought for the democratic system, they wanted the democracy where all the people are going to be treated equally, fraternity should be there should be no slavery, and as well as the economical status should be same for everyone. So people, they got that thing. Okay students, so today we will stop here. I want to revise all the points one more time. We started to discuss on second chapter, that is the European colonialism. Colonialism means the settlements on the foreign soil when the person, they conquered the area which is not their motherland. So that is known as the colonialism. In this we had seen the meaning and the nature, as well as we talk about the causes, the rise of the colonialism. There are the so many reasons behind that. Industrial revolution, that is the main reason for the colonialism, because the Europeans, they needed market where they can sell their products, where they can sell their surplus products. Next, they required the raw material which they got in Asia and Africa. They wanted this raw material in the cheap rate, and that's why they came on the land and they started to conquer that land. Investing surplus capital, they needed the secure market where they can invest their surplus fund. Minerals, they got from the Asia and Africa in abundant amount. Geographical condition, it was favorable for them. Labors, they got in cheapest rate. And last one, the feeling of the racial superiority which was there among the people. In the last, we had discussed about the consequences, the effects of this colonialism. The people, now they wanted freedom, the people, they wanted the democratic system, they wanted to solve their problem, they wanted to raise their voice against the Europeans. And from that the independence movement came into existence. So I hope that you have understood all the points. If there is any query, you can just put it down in the comment box which is given to you. So I'm going to revise, or I'm going to repeat that same point for you. Thank you.